Vigilance and I were finished with each other a long time ago.
You know why I'm here. The Vigilants are under attack everywhere. The vampires are much more dangerous than we believed.
And now you want to come running to safety with the Dawnguard. Is that it? I remember Keeper Carset telling me repeatedly that Fort Dawnguard is a crumbling ruin, not worth the expense and manpower to repair. And now that you've stirred up the vampires against you, you come begging for my protection.
Isra, Carset is dead. The Hall of the Vigilance, everyone, they're all dead. You were right, we were wrong. Isn't that enough for you?
Yes, well, I never wanted any of this to happen. I tried to warn all of you. I am sorry, you know. So who are you? What do you want?
I heard you were looking for decent vampire hunters.
You heard right. I'm glad word's finally starting to get around. But that means it won't be long before the vampires start to take notice as well.
Oh, what can I do to help you out?
I need someone out in the field taking a fight to the damn vampires, while we're getting the fort back into shape. Tolan was telling me about some cave the Vigilants were poking around in. Seemed to think it was related to these recent vampire attacks. Tolan, tell him about, what was it? Dim Hollow.
Yes, that's it. Dim Hollow Crypt. Brother Adelwald was sure it held some long-lost vampire artifact of some kind. We didn't listen to him any more than we did Isram. He was at the hall when it was attacked.
That's good enough for me. Go see what the vampires were looking for in this Dim Hollow Crypt. With any luck, they'll still be there. Feel free to poke around the fort and take what you need. There isn't much yet, but you're welcome to anything you can use.
I'll meet you at Dim Hollow. It's the least I can do to avenge my fallen comrades. I'll meet you in Dim Hollow Crypt. I owe these vampires a debt of vengeance. Brother Adelwald had been there not long ago. Said he found something of great importance. It must have been important to the vampires as well, for them to risk an open attack on the Vigilance.
You said something happened to the whole of the Vigilance.
Yes. By destroying it, vampires hope to cripple our Order's activities in Skyrim. I suspect now it was Brother Adelwald's journals they were after. He was obsessed with ancient vampire artifacts and burial sites.
What was the Hall of the Vigilance?
The hall was a place of respite, learning, and comradeship, where a road-weary brother or sister could rest for a time in peace and comfort. Most of our learning could be found there. We always studied our enemies, so we might better learn how to defeat them. But, of course, those days are gone now.
Are there any other out there?
Of course there are. Most of us spend our lives as nomads, traveling from place to place in our endless war against evil. I wish I could say how many we numbered, but only a privileged few knew that. And they're dead now. Stendarr watch over you.
You Vigilants were never trained.
I know what you think of us. You think we're soft, that we're cowards. You think our deaths proved our weakness. Stendarr granted you do not have to face the same test and be found wanting. I'm going to Dim Hollow Crypt. Perhaps I can be of some small assistance to you.
You there, boy. Stop skulking in the shadows and step up here. What's your name?
My name is Agmir, sir.
Do I look like a servant? I'm not a soldier, and you're not joining the army.
Yes, sir. East Run.
Didn't I tell you to step forward? Farm boy, huh? What's your weapon?
My weapon? I mostly just use my paw's axe when wolves are attacking the goats or something.
My paw's axe. Stendar preserve us. Don't worry. I think we can make a Dawnguard out of you. Here, take this crossbow. Let's see how you shoot.
Crossbow? I've never...
A crossbow. Best thing for killing vampires. Just take a few shots at those crates over there.
Now, as long as we don't proceed on with the quest that we've been just given, we can come back, and this guy, Agmir,
That's it.
will continue firing the crossbow, giving us a basically unlimited supply of crossbow bolts. Since we can't buy them right now, it is much needed. And I did a little work off camera storing some items, because I'm going to be picking up a lot of stuff around here. And we actually managed to come across a bow that had the enchant of Soul Trap. So we disenchanted it and put it on the crossbow that we gained from the orc outside. Colossal Wrath. This will be the crossbow that we use when hunting small animals and undead, all to fill up soul gems. And trust me, it will come in handy quite a lot. Now that's only temporary since we don't have a high level enchanting all settled up, but something is better than nothing. Yeah, look at that. Already filling up this whole stuff. Yes. There it is. Soul Wrath. 79 crossbow bolts. Grab that Dawnguard helmet. And let's see what's around all these sacks. Nummy nummy food. Nothing in there. And I believe there's a shield up on the roof. I think this part of the roof does. Let's go ahead and quickly grab that. A very pretty shield. And we'll replace the one that we're currently using. You can also grab a couple axes and even a warhammer at that. Though they have a little bit trouble trying to show themselves up on racks. Well, the warhammer does anyway. Take that Dawnguard axe. Gives us increased damage against vampires. And take all this nice stuff. And there's that barrel. There's a warhammer. There's another axe. And there's the shield. Yeah. Look at that shield. That shield's badass. Dawnguard shield. Armor rating 30. Well, the steel shield is 27. Definite. And now that we got that and a blade sword, oh yeah, we're looking snazzy. Okay, so basically this small episode is going to be me just searching around all this nice little stuff. Now I'm not gonna explore the caves that are clearly in this area, and there's two big ones. I'm not gonna do that just yet. I'm gonna wait. Empty chest. He needs to get his shit together. Ooh. Cooked beef and beef stew. Nummy. Yummy, yummy, yummy. Oh yeah, also off camera I did quite a bit of selling and storing, so now I got plenty of room. Well, sort of. And I still got Janessa to hold stuff. Ooh, more crossbow bolts. Yes, please. And I believe there's a couple of fish burrows in the keep itself. I don't mean to talk over the load time, because I keep on trying to find parts where I can cut it, where you don't have to sit there and watch it all too often. Ooh, Cats of Skyrim. Irony speaks for itself, yes. Fish barrel. Yes. Oh, I picked up the basket. I didn't mean to pick up the basket. Go back in there. I only want baskets that look like this, because they will come in handy when grabbing stuff to store. Ooh, Dwarven Greatsword. Nice. This. Yes. Grab all that stuff. Man, they need a maid here. Where's the Argonian maid that people have been, like, writing books about? She needs to come here and clean. All this beef. Ooh. Here's a book that will give us a quest. And we take that. Investigate the ruins of Argonauthum's something. It's something. Shroom. Take those potions. Take those crossbow bolts. So much loot. Oh, there's another axe. Let's go ahead and see if the axes are any good. The same as the scimitar and the same as the blade sword. Okay.
We're one of the same kind, if that is what you wish.
So far the scimitars don't have any chance on them. So I'm going to give you some Dawnguard axes to hold on to, because we will eventually run into vampires. And having those axes will come in handy, since we don't have no silver swords yet either. Thank you. Well, here we are at the start of the Dawnguard quests. I decided to bypass a whole bunch of other random encounters along the way here. Ice wraiths, a couple of bandits, just random stuff. Here we are, the Hall of the Vigilant. All decimated. Dog meat. Yeah. That must be that the leader. And now my cat's going crazy. You guys see it? All these vampires. Poor guys. Our task is not over yet. Well, should have came to this place while the DLC wasn't downloaded. It's too late for that now. Poor guys. Well, I'll have to kill their killers up the mountain. Come on, Janessa. No diddle daddle. Dilly dally. Dilly dally. We got some vampires to kill. Light the way. A torch.